Pepper says, are you ready to give this master bedroom a little reset? I know I am.
Hello everyone! For the month of February, we have been in this master bedroom decluttering and reorganizing it because I have hoarding disorder, but I am recovering. I used to be a level 4, now I'm like a level 1, 2. So for this episode, I wanted to reset it, start fresh again. That's kind of what we've been working towards. And now that I've become more self-aware of my behaviors, that includes my ADHD behaviors, and that I am a butterfly from Clutterbug, which is I'm a very visual person. I feel like I'm setting myself more for success to maintain the spaces. And let's not forget that we've made amazing progress from when we first started years ago and how messy it was, and that up until now, it was a full year before it got messy again. Where before, when I tried to declutter and clean, the mess would come back within like 2 to 3 weeks. It would come right back. So for today, we're going to reset it and start fresh and have a nice master bedroom again.
Over the past couple of weeks, you have seen me declutter this master bedroom and starting to put organizational pieces in as a butterfly. That's how I'm going to be more successful in putting things away, especially with my ADHD. And speaking of which, these 3 bins right here, they're pretty, but they're not butterfly friendly because I have stuff sitting on top of the lid, which means I would have to take everything off to open the lid to put it back. And what's inside of them is actually my sunglasses. Now, y'all know I used to wear my sunglasses before I showed my face on my YouTube channel. And then there's also personal sentimental jewelry in here. But I don't use this on a daily basis. So I think it's better if I move these pretty boxes to another space, like maybe the closet. Because for me, this area is more of a high traffic area for me. With my ADHD, my mind is always 20 thoughts ahead of the present moment. And this area is very high traffic where I'm constantly dropping and going. That's why I need open baskets or open visual things. But I need to clean that back area first. And our little Miss Pepper is taking a little snoozeroo. And I don't want to scare her. So I'm just going to hand dust this back area for now. That way we get it nice and clean. Now, because I'm incredibly visual, I'm actually going to utilize this wall right here. And this is on behalf of my hoarding disorder. The idea is that since I feel secure by a lot of things, instead of it being on the floor all the time, we're going to showcase it vertically, going up. So I have this 3 cube shelving going up next to my jewelry box mirror, and I have plenty of room to open up the door without actually hitting the shelf. And now I can put my diffuser on top because I do love that. And all of the things that I love, like my plants and also crystals. My plants and my crystals remind me of God's beauty, and they do make me so extremely happy. And also at my soul, at my core, I am an artist. So I love seeing different colors and textures and designs. It keeps me inspired. That's another reason why there was always so much stuff, but it was always on the floor. Now, this is where my hoarding and creativity intertwine. I have had this frame since 2012 and never wanted to let it go because I knew that I could use it and put a family picture in there. And finally, 11 years later, being able to use it for that dream that I intended it for. I am working with my deep-rooted behaviors instead of working against it because the idea is that I want to be successful in maintaining and enjoying these spaces. The reason why the clutter always came back was because self-consciously, that's what made me feel safe as a child. So every time I decluttered it and almost looked like a minimalist room, I couldn't maintain it because subconsciously I didn't feel safe in it. And that inner child was consistently looking for those things to remind me how safe I was. So that's why we are utilizing the vertical spaces with all of the beautiful things that I love and enjoy, and gifts that were given to me, especially by my children, because at its root, it's always been a reminder that I am loved, just like this sign that actually says it. And yes, it's been sitting out for well over a year, and now we're finally going to hang it. Now, camera shy hubby has his tools out and lovingly put up the picture and also a new shelf. And everything that I'm using, I already had, except for this plant that I'm putting right here because it is real, and the one that I put next to the diffuser. Those two are real plants that I did purchase on a spend day. The crystals I had already had from visiting Crystal Mountain and Sunset Beach down in Cape May from previous vacations, and I loved how this came out. Moving over to the accent wall that is by the door. This area right here is very plain, and I wanted to add something, and luckily, in a recent basement declutter video, we have this frame right here. Now I'm going to give it a quick wipe down, and I put some family photos in there of our favorite place, the Jersey Shore. Next, moving on to this bench. This actually belongs in the living room, but Miss Pepper also uses it to hop up on the bed so that she can get very cozy. And it actually belongs in this spot, and we moved it for Christmas time so that we could put our Christmas tree here. But Christmas is long gone, and now it's time to put the bench back into this spot. So using those Christmas gift cards, we bought a new bench to put in here. That way, Miss Pepper can still hop on the bench and get to the bed, but also so that I can add more storage to it. Since I'm a butterfly and so is hubby, I went with these open baskets because it's very easy, especially with ADHD. It's just pull it out, drop it, push it back in. I am successful when it's very simple like that. Now, I'm going to be pulling this bin of hoodies out because I think I'm not utilizing the space good enough with this. So I'm going to take these hoodies and actually put them in the first basket because the dresser drawer that has all my hoodies are directly across from this space. This is my overflow of hoodies that I just could not fit into that drawer.
Okay, everyone, so this middle basket is actually going to be gifts given to me. You have seen me over and over again have gifts that was given to me in baskets or still in their mint condition as when they were given to me. And I know that my best friend did not want me to keep the actual bag, the card, the tissue paper, the gift in pristine condition the way that she gave it to me. She wants me to be able to use it and probably re-gift this bag to somebody else. But the reason why I had done this for my entire life was because of being bullied when I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It was hard, and it's such a deep-rooted trauma within myself. And the way I coped with it, because I had hoarding disorder, was the things always comforted me because they never called me names. They never said I was this horrible, disgusting person. This is what brought me comfort. And as I got older, anyone who had given me a gift was a representation for me to self-soothe myself so that I can say, see, look, you're not the awful things the kids say that you are. You're loved because somebody thought of you, cared about you, and bought something that you would love. That has been self-soothing to me probably since 6th grade. I still need that cushion for that behavior. That behavior didn't disappear, but it is less. So as a security, so that I can keep decluttering and I can keep moving on, this basket is going to keep the brand new items so that they're not on the floor. They're still very self-soothing to me, and that I feel good doing it this way so that I can start to eliminate those open baskets that were over on the floor.
And as I put these boxes and my nail album into the closet, I also want to add that I know that the gifts and the material items are not the sole representation of somebody caring for me. It's also the time spent together and the memories we create and laughing together. I am definitely working on that. And I'm also so happy to show you the newly reset master bedroom. Everything looks really good. It is curated for a butterfly, somebody who is very visual, pulling everything off the floor and displaying things vertically instead of horizontally. And my hope and my prayer was that this video motivated and encouraged you to declutter and clean and reset your room today too.